Is the curse of the pinstripe rotation striking again before the first pitch is even thrown? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We need to have a serious heart-to-heart conversation right now. Just when the dust was settling on the offseason, just when we thought we had a roadmap for the rotation, the baseball gods decided to throw us a curveball that nobody, and I mean nobody, wanted to see. We are barely into spring training, the grass is still fresh, the hopes are sky high, and yet, here we are, staring down the barrel of another medical report. The news coming out of Tampa today is the kind that makes you want to close your eyes and pretend it's not happening. We are talking about Cam Schlittler. Yes, the kid who looked like absolute dynamite last October. The reports are in, and they are officially labeled concerning. According to MLB insider Brian Hoch, Schlittler has been dealing with back inflammation. He's felt a little something here and there, and the organization has made the call to pull him off the mound. Now, manager Aaron Boone is out there doing damage control, telling the press this is just a precautionary measure, that they are trying to get ahead of it, and that Cam will only be down for a few days while continuing his throwing program on flat ground. But let's be real for a second. When have the words back inflammation and pitcher ever resulted in a stress-free week for New York fans? This isn't just about a sore muscle. This is about the structural integrity of a rotation that is already hanging by a thread. We aren't talking about a veteran who needs a rest day. We are talking about a young arm that we are banking on to carry a massive load this season. The timing couldn't be worse, and the anxiety in the fan base is palpable. Is this a minor speed bump, or are we seeing the first cracks in the foundation of the 2026 campaign? To understand why this news hits like a sledgehammer, we have to look at the bigger picture. We cannot view the Cam Schlittler news in a vacuum. If this were 1998 and we had 5 healthy aces, we'd shrug this off. But this is 2026. And the context here is absolutely terrifying. We are walking a tightrope over a canyon of injuries. This organization is already reeling from a brutal stretch of medical mismanagement and bad luck. Let's rewind the tape. We already know the ace, the heartbeat of this team, Gerrit Cole, is recovering from Tommy John surgery. He missed the 2025 title run, and he is not walking through that door on opening day. Then you have Clark Schmidt, another casualty to the UCL epidemic, likely shelved for the entirety of this 2026 season. And if that wasn't enough to keep you up at night, Carlos Rodón, the man we paid to be a co-ace, spent his winter getting bone chips removed and spurs shaved down. He's out until at least May. Do the math, folks. That is 3 top-tier arms unavailable when the umpire yells, "Play ball." This puts an immense, almost unfair amount of pressure on the guys left standing. We are looking at a rotation that was supposed to be anchored by the newly acquired ace Max Fried and the breakout star Cam Schlittler. That was the plan. That was the safety net. Now, with Schlittler's back barking, that safety net looks like it's made of wet tissue paper. Historically, back issues for young power pitchers are tricky. Remember the cautionary tales of the past? A few days off the mound can turn into weeks of rehab, which turns into a delayed start to the season. In the American League East, you cannot afford to punt April. You cannot afford to figure it out as you go. Every game matters. The Yankees are trying to sell calm, but the history books tell us to be vigilant. This isn't just about Schlittler's health, it's about the domino effect. If he goes down, who steps up? The depth chart is thinning out faster than we can blink. Let's play out the worst-case scenario, because as prudent analysts, we have to. If Schlittler's inflammation lingers, and back injuries are notorious for lingering, what does this rotation actually look like? We are staring at Max Fried, the 2025 Gold Glove winner, and 3-time All-Star, essentially on an island. Fried is elite, he is a warrior, but he is human. He cannot pitch every day. He cannot throw 300 innings. He needs support. Behind him, it gets murky. We have Luis Gil, the 2024 Rookie of the Year. The talent is undeniable, the electric stuff is there, but let's not rewrite history. He struggled mightily to find his rhythm after returning from injury last season. Can we bank on him to be a consistent number 2? Then there's Will Warren. I like the kid, he's got grit, but is he ready to be a mid-rotation staple on a championship caliber team? The data says he isn't at Schlittler's level yet. And finally, the wild card, Ryan Weathers. He's untested in pinstripes. We don't know how he handles the Bronx zoo pressure. This is why Schlittler is so vital. He isn't just a nice to have, he is a need to have. Look at what he did last year, a 2.96 ERA in 14 starts. But more importantly, look at that wild card game against Boston. 12 strikeouts, 8 shutout innings, no walks. He became the first pitcher in postseason history to drop a line like that. He stared down his hometown team, the Red Sox, and ripped their hearts out. That is the kind of pedigree you cannot replace with a waiver wire pickup. If Schlittler misses time, the cap hit isn't the issue. The issue is the standings. A slow start in April because you're throwing out a patchwork rotation puts you in a hole against Baltimore and Toronto that you might spend all summer trying to dig out of. The clubhouse chemistry relies on trust. Trust that the guy on the mound gives you a chance to win. Without Schlittler, that trust is tested. The fans are split right now. Half are saying, it's just spring training, relax, while the other half are having flashbacks to previous injury-plagued seasons. And frankly, both sides have a point. So, where does this leave us? We are in a holding pattern. The organization is doing the right thing by being cautious. There is no trophy for winning the Grapefruit League, and pushing a young arm through back pain in February is a recipe for disaster in August. However, the margin for error has officially evaporated. The Yankees are walking a razor's edge. They need Cam Schlittler healthy, not just for his arm, but for the stability of the entire roster. We need to see him back on that mound, pain-free, within the week. If this drags into mid-March, the alarm bells need to turn into air raid sirens. We are looking for Schlittler to replicate that Boston Massacre energy from the playoffs, not the injury reports of his predecessors. The talent is there. The attitude is there. Now we just need the body to cooperate. This is going to be a storyline we monitor every single day. The difference between a World Series contender and a wild card hopeful might just come down to the lower back of a 24-year-old pitcher. It's terrifying, it's exhilarating, and it's exactly why we love this sport. Now I want to hear from you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how panicked are you about this rotation right now? Do you trust the depth of Gill and Warren, or do the Yankees need to make a panic trade right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get a debate going. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update on this developing story. We'll be back as soon as we know more. Stay strong, everyone.